everybody. What's up? Welcome back, me, to my house, to you from Chicago. Actually, I was back yesterday and I packed up everything that sold while I was in Chicago. It's a lot of stuff. So today is just one day's worth of stuff, or overnight, I guess, worth of stuff. So not a whole lot. It's going to be very short and sweet, but I'll tell you what sold. I'm going to do a haul video today. So if you're interested in watching that of everything I got in Chicago, I'll try to post that like ASAP as soon as I do it. But let's get on to it. Welcome in as you come in. Probably rewatching this, most of you. Oh, yesterday, I mean, I don't want to complain, but I had 3 big boxes like this wide, this deep, or I guess this wide, this long, this wide, and like this deep. 3 huge boxes come in the mail. I'm like, yes, I'm finally getting a ton of those poly mailers. They gave me a whole bunch of these. I'm like, no, 3 boxes full. There's probably like 300 of them. No, Juliet, good morning. Jessica, morning. Good morning, everybody. Everybody coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And good morning to everybody. Wanted good morning, everybody. Yeah, so they gave me a whole bunch of these. Which, if you guys know, these things are bulky and not great, but you know what? There's still an envelope, and I'm going to send stuff ground advantage. So we'll get into it. Like I said, going to do a thrift haul of everything I found in Chicago. And that's about it. I was going to do a whatnot with everything I got in Chicago. And then I'm like, no, I'm doing women's clothing whatnot, so that's what I'm doing. Melissa, good morning. It's safe for me to go outside again. Let's go. What happened? Was it not safe? What's going on? Who knows in these worlds? I don't know. What's going on? I don't know. My wife yesterday was talking to me about like, did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? I'm like, no. I'm like in my own world. Like someone in Chicago. There's a couple things happened in Chicago. I don't know. I'm kind of in my own world. But I do know that yesterday I took photos and I listed this Dixon flannel. And I won't say the first word, but it's, you know, that one, for life. And Danny G, it sold for $55 right away on Poshmark. So how about that? $55 for a Dixon. And Dixons have kind of gone downhill a little bit. I think because they mass produce them. I've seen people, you guys probably have too, that have gotten big, like lots of unworn, and they sell them on whatnot and everywhere else. But this one's, I guess, a little bit more rare. $4 and a 55. That came out of the storage unit. Melissa, what's up? It's because you were here. Good. Yeah. Safe for you to come out. I'm here. I'm safe. Come on out. We'll talk reselling. I can tell you this. I went to the storage unit already this morning, and I only have 2 more boxes over there. I brought 2 home. That's it. Left of winter and summer, or winter and fall, which means I'll be probably thrifting a lot. What's up, Richie Rich? What's up, Richie Rich? What's up, Mom? Welcome back home. Thank you. Just because a woman got set on fire and a pregnant mom got her son jumped doesn't mean Chicago has issues. The mayor promised us. Yeah, that's what Shelby said. Listen, those who have been watching me for a long time know I love Chicago. My mom's in here. We used to go twice a year, every year, stay downtown Chicago. And then it was once a year, every year, like once we had kids. Every year from before I was born. So over 40 years, my family's been doing it. And last year was the first year we didn't do it because downtown Chicago has just gone to nothing. There's nothing to do down there. There's no shopping. The restaurants are closing. It's just sad to see. And then, yeah, like all this stuff going on in Chicago. And yeah, Chicago's got issues. I think most people up there probably know it. But I was like in the Chicago land, I guess you could say. I went like, I remember some of the towns like Juliet, all the way around through up to Elgin. And that's where we stayed. And then we kind of came back towards O'Hare. Here is a cool, I'm sorry, that Flixon sold for 50, or that Dixon sold for 55. I told you that. A cool, just listed this too, flannel. I just sold a few of these in a whatnot show. This one sold for $22, paid $5. Cool, still good. Dixon flannels. If you haven't, there's always new people watching. Dixon flannels are usually a pickup, especially for $5. How is everyone's holiday sales going? Mine are just starting. Let's go. Just starting's better than not starting at all. I really do think there's a correlation to listing and not listing. Obviously, Nifty can only do so much for you. But I didn't list for 2 days in Chicago, and I listed yesterday, and I had more sales yesterday. But yeah, sales are pretty good for me. We just got to list, guys. And I know a lot of you don't source and hoard things like me, but we got to list those winter items now. Those coats. Someone made a good point, which I agree with, and the reason why we always used to go to Chicago. Soon as December 26th hits, all the stores clearance all of their coats and winter things. And they'll still have some, for sale. It's still cold in January and whatever. But in February is when they start putting out spring break stuff. So we really need to get that stuff listed between now and Christmas. Anything winter related. When am I thrifting with my dad again? Oh, man. I don't know. Soon. We'll go thrifting soon. I don't know when. I can't say when. I don't know for sure when. Ever since Rizzo left Chicago went to crap. So Rizzo was on the World Series team in Chicago when the Cubs finally won the World Series since what, like 1909 or something crazy like that. Yeah, that was, yep. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm going to get my eBay. I need to figure out what sold, and then we'll talk about it. Just popped in to say hi. Have a good day and make someone smile today. All right, Beach Kyle. Hey, everybody, make someone smile today. I like it. Good morning, Jennifer. Amy, I visited a thrift store in, is it Mississippi or Minnesota? I never know. Mississippi, MS? And was excited to see a different store. Left empty-handed. Prices were ridiculous. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I go to Chicago. I'll talk about that in that haul video. But I can go around here and be fine. I live in Indianapolis, plenty of thrift stores. But it's nice to go to different thrift stores, different scenery. When you're doing the same thing all the time, it's nice to go up there and do that. Plus, being with Bearded, being with like-minded people who do reselling, he has a totally different angle of reselling, which is interesting. He's pretty much all Whatnot now. And he's telling, he's over there telling me there's so much money to be made on Whatnot. Like, I need to be doing Whatnot and everything. And he does well. And then we also talk a little social media type of stuff. He does things different than he used to. He used to sell just on eBay mostly. Now he does Whatnot. He used to make a whole bunch of videos. Now he just posts pictures. So it's just good. It's good being around people who are coworkers, because in our business, if you're full-time, you're not around a lot of coworkers. Just found a new Dixon Pantera collab in the wild, $14.99. Take my money, Shelly. That's right. Take it. Take my money. Yeah, listen now. Gladys knows. Listen all now. What's up, Brian? Thanks for popping in. It's going to be a little quickie this morning. Has the Poshmark changes affected you? It's been rough for my closet. No, I sold 2 things overnight, which is about average for me. I guess over the next couple of weeks. I know Nifty, I posted it. Nifty did a whole bunch of things to change to make it better for us. So, and everyone was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So hopefully that helps. Birmingham was like that forever. It's now booming Gen X. Renting at 100% of apartments, new baseball stadium, amphitheater, Topgolf. Let's go. There you go. All right. I wouldn't even think of that. Birmingham. All right. So maybe you guys will get, if all those people are coming in, maybe you guys will get like a professional sports team in the state. That would be pretty cool. Even though I know you love your football. And it's big. It's bigger than most professional sports teams. But yeah, around here too. I mean, we can talk about that. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I'm not seeing new home builds. I'm seeing apartment builds. Maybe condos too. Everywhere I look, apartments. And I get it. Like, people can't afford homes. It's tough. It's just insane. They want to talk about inflation. Like, home inflation's doubled since 2019. Just crazy. These are some orange tab 1980s Levi's. So with Levi's, I did buy, I think I bought a few pair of Levi's. I'll talk about it in that video in Chicago. But you can see there's no tag around here. So you're going to look at the inside of the thigh, and you're going to see a tag. It's going to say made in the USA, and then you're going to find the date on the back, and that will tell you the date that it was made. These are 80s, like an acid wash. These sold for full asking price $49.99 with promoted listing. So the promoted listing from eBay. Thrift World having 50% off Black Friday in store. Let's go, Thrift World, everybody. If you have a Thrift World near you. Bearded gets to sell all to his audience. It's a really big advantage over most people. He earned it. Don't get me wrong. It's an investment that paid off. Yeah, for sure. You definitely build an audience with social media and people come in there and know you. And then him being consistent on whatnot, we talked about that. Like I mentioned it. He doesn't mention it. I noticed that his shows are have doubled in size. And if you go in there and watch, there's always new people, but his shows have doubled in size. And we sell different things too, right? Clothing and stuff like that. But yeah, it does. But as long as you're bringing decent things that people want, in-demand items that people want on whatnot, and you're personable and oh crap, those are going in those are not going in there. Please come off. Yes. Let's go in priority. These are older. But yeah, he does well. He does well in his whatnots. And it's all about buy costs. We talked about that too. Like if you get your buy costs really low and just do long shows or whatever, you'll do okay. You'll do okay. I've sourced quite a bit the last week off whatnot, by the way. Make sure you full sync Nifty due to the Posh issue. Some eBay sales remained listed on Posh. That's exactly what I did, user. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, but last night while I was watching the Bills and Texans game, which was a really good game, I was cross-listing and I did a full sync. And I noticed how there were things on Poshmark that were listed that have already sold. So I deleted those. Good point. Came across a new tag Brioni tie yesterday at Goodwill for $4.99. That's like $100 bill just hanging off it. That's great. Nice job. Brioni ties, no matter what the patterns sell. I have some pretty bad patterns, but I've sold one of them already. What's up, OG? Colts mascot Blue is hilarious. I watched some videos of him last night. He is. Colts Blue is so funny. If you guys don't know Blue, the mascot, our mascot, he's not like normal mascot. You probably, if you know anything about football, like you've probably seen him in commercials. He's hilarious. In fact, other mascots are trying to be like him now. He is hilarious. Like inappropriate, funny, just hilarious. All right. So those jeans, $7.99. I'm always looking for orange tab Levi's. Always. This I just listed yesterday. These next are a few items I'll talk about, but I just listed this yesterday too. This is a Nike. A lot of people pass on this. A Nike thermal, like a Nike thermal. It was $5, and I pass on a lot of them too. And I'll tell you what I look for. If the Nike swoosh has crackling in it, like if I can stretch it apart and it's crackling, I don't get it. But if the Nike swoosh is in perfect condition, usually that's what I'm looking for. I know that's a small little caveat, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm using these. I have four. So I'll be careful how I use those. Left. I have a whole bunch more upstairs. Fridgie and Johnny just came to Colorado for a vacation to thrift. They loved it. You and Mrs. Surfs should come out here sometime for a long weekend. Shelly, I would love to come to Colorado for two reasons. I love Colorado. In fact, where's my sweatshirt? My sweatshirt right here. This was the sweatshirt I was wearing this morning when I took the kids to school. Vail. Love Colorado. Got that at Vail. And I would love to go out there and thrift. So, yeah, I love thrift trips. Loved thrift trips. And, again, you'll hear me talk about it in the thrift haul video when I do it. In Chicago, they were putting out new tags on Tuesday. So I went straight to the new carts at the very first Goodwill. I was looking at whatever new color tags. I said, are you guys putting out these tags today? Yeah, we just started putting out these colors, orange. I said, all right, thank you. So Tuesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, I was mostly looking for orange tags. So bam, right through the aisles as quick as I could. Orange tags. Hey, Teach, let's not talk about the Bills game. I know. Listen, OG, I was very on the fence of who I want to win, who I don't want to win with the Bills, okay? So the Colts have 2 losses. We're up there at the top of the AFC. The Bills, I think, only had 2 losses too, maybe, or 2 or 3. So they were right up there too. So if they lost, we would still be ahead of them. Well, the Texans were 5-5, and they're in our division, and we still have to play them twice. Now they're 6-5. So we don't want them catching up to us. Next item, a vintage Lee jacket. Vintage Lee jacket, not the ones that are worth, some of these are worth really good money. The vintage Lee jackets, this one's a little bit too new. I took a best offer of $30. From Fort Lauderdale and not Chicago. Good for you. Yeah, Chicago, good for you. Down in Fort Lauderdale. Now, I heard that thrifting in Southeast Florida is really good. I actually know for a fact it's really good. Follow a couple people that live down there. It's really good. So have fun in Fort Lauderdale. Nice and warm down there, I'm sure. It's not real cold in Chicago, but it's not real nice. Found a Naomi. I don't even know this. Classic Polo Ralph Lauren collab at Goodwill yesterday for $8.99. Posted in the group. Was a cool find. All right, let's talk about that real quick. So Polo did a collaboration with a Native American artist, like a Native American and her tribe and like the heritage and everything. And that's her name right there, Naomi or whatever. And really cool. So we'll look at that real quick. Glasses. All right, so let's do a new one, and then we'll look at something else. They started a new one. Let's go over there. Boom. So Ralph Lauren glasses. Naomi glasses, Ralph Lauren. So check this stuff out. I'm just going to put like a jacket. Jacket or sweater. Because it's a lot of that sort of stuff. Did I spell it wrong? I must have spelled it wrong. N-A-I-O-M-E. N-A-I. Is it like that? O-M-I. Yeah, there you go. So this is the type of stuff. Look at this. Look how much this stuff's going for. This is this was like the classic one that she came out with. This one. And you're gonna look for, see this tag right here? Has that. Yeah. That's a great find, obviously. Really cool. And they're limited and really, really, really cool. That's an awesome find. I don't even know how much they sell for, but you can see there's not a lot listed. Now let's go to Polo or Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren. And let's go to right here. Oh, shoot. Ralph Lauren. Discover. Right here. Here's the new one. Here's the new one. Topa. So you can see like the inspiration, and you're going to see all the clothes. Very, very expensive. And you're only going to get it at Ralph. I mean, you might be able to get it online, but I remember I only saw it at the Ralph Lauren store in Chicago. The big Ralph Lauren store. Look how cool that is. Yeah, really expensive. Look how much this stuff is. So it looks like you can get it online. But wow. Look at that stuff. Just beautiful. Really, really cool. That classic Aztec. We have belt. $250 for a belt. Anyway, anywho, nice pickup on that one. Good morning from Miami. What's up, piece of scrap from Wyoming? How's the weather out there? Is it pretty good? I've been too busy here with family for. Yeah, It's good in South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale area is what I hear. Thrifting in Baltimore today. I'm going to bring my bulletproof vest. Joking. Baltimore is actually a dope city. Yeah. Baltimore. I mean, any like metropolitan deep cities like that, you got your crime, you got your stuff, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Most of it's, I would think, most of it's not like random. It's usually like someone knows someone, whatever. This hoodie right here is the best. I've sold it before. I've talked about it before, but you guys might not remember. It's called the At Ease hoodie. I know it's the best because I have 3 of them. At Ease hoodie by Lululemon. And there's where the logo is on the sleeve. It's got this like seersucker look. These are the best. They sell right away. Listed it for $47, sold same day. Sold right away. Good morning, sir. What's up? Way down here in Greenwood area, not too far. Went to the bins yesterday and found a lot of North Face, Judy Blue. My first time for Judy Blue. Let's go. Yeah, I might have to visit the bins. The more I think about it, might have to visit the bins. Dora, what's up? Good morning. Last day on the cruise today. Let's see how many sales start pouring in tomorrow. I'll open everything back up. Let's go. Enjoy your last day on the cruise, Dora. Enjoy it. It's always funny because my wife's like, I'm ready to go home. And I'm like, no, I want to stay longer. I want to stay longer. $5 for that into 27. I sold 2 LL Beans. Again, there are a lot of people that don't get. When I was in Chicago, I found some good small pieces. This is a small LL Bean flannel. And then here's an LL Bean signature flannel. They're both size small. The same buyer bought both of them. That Ralph Lauren find is absolutely insane. I agree. Sold in 5 hours. Meslin loafers, really? Loafers are going crazy. Audra's always talking about how loafers are going crazy. I just wish our prices were back at $4.99 a pair of shoes. Had no idea who she was when I saw unique Polo Ralph Lauren I buy. That's right. Any unique Polo Ralph Lauren you buy. It's getting chilly, 32 right now with a high 46, but no snow. I'm good. Yeah, that's not too bad in Wyoming. No snow yet, but it's coming. That snow stays forever. I'm Oliver, by the way. What's up, Oliver? Oh, what's up, Oliver? If you didn't know, what's up, Oliver? Oliver is from the East Coast. We met at eBay Open. That was cool about eBay Open. So I'll pack these up. These sold for $44.98 for the 2 of them. So Oliver, it's at eBay Open. It's just whole bunch of resellers. There's other people there, like people, trying to, hey, you want to do my cross lister or these things, whatever. But it's all resellers. So when you go to lunch and breakfast, they have these huge buffets in this huge room with all these tables. You sit down at any table and you're going to sit down with the reseller. You instantly have a connection and you can talk about reselling stuff. So Oliver is a reseller out on the East Coast, mostly does shoes and does well. So yeah, what's up, Oliver? And we have that connection now. So it lasts. Howdy, all you cool kids. What's up, Angry Otter? Good morning, Jenny. TGIF from Alabama. What's up, Alabama? Alabama, you had a tough loss. Probably don't want to talk about that. Unless you're an Auburn fan in Alabama. You guys had a tough loss. So these are going out ground. I need to refund him the shipping, the difference in shipping. He paid $14 in shipping. I'm going to refund him the difference because I told him I would. He said I couldn't figure out how to pay for it with combined shipping. I said, no problem, just pay for it and I'll refund you the difference. So that's what I'll do. Good morning, everyone. Richard says, good morning, everybody. A balmy 78 in Biloxi. Isn't that where they used to have like a really cool pottery place? Biloxi. Biloxi, isn't that Mississippi? It was too short. Thank goodness I have another cruise scheduled. First week of February. That's right. Dora, we have the same blood. Same blood. So whenever we're on vacation, we're always thinking about the next vacation. Always. So that's how we are. We have 3 vacations scheduled. 3. Do you lose interest from do you lose do you lose interest from shipping costs? How do you keep those fees down? So what I did was actually, I'll show you real quick. Let's see if I can do that. I'm going to go to my YouTube page. I'm going to see if I can find, if you go to my YouTube page, if it doesn't show up there and you go to my lives, there's a live that's like, I don't know, a few months old now. And it has a lot of views. That's how you know it's the one. But I'll share it, copy in here. And I'll show you how I changed my fees. I'm going to paste it in the comments section. Paste. And yeah, that's how I change my fees. So I do flat rate shipping now for most of my items. There's 2 flat rate shippings. And if you watch that, you'll see. I even put in that video, like, go to 1 hour, 17 minutes if you want to watch that part. Good morning, East Coast in the house. What's up, East Coast? Snow will be here until April. If you come out in May, snow is best. May through October is best for avoiding snow and the road closures. Yeah. Isn't that crazy how it snows and just doesn't go away? It's there all year. Just packs and packs and packs and packs and packs. You have to visit the bins. Hunger Games backpack. May the odds be in your favor. Hunger Games at the bins. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. I've been. You know, it's crazy. Polo Ralph Lauren. Can't do a pack without a Polo Ralph Lauren blue shirt. This one sold for $21.99. Blue Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. At eBay Open, if you want pancakes for breakfast, they show you promoted waffles first. Yeah, at eBay Open, you want pancakes? Well, these are promoted waffles right here. Yeah. That one's funny. It's a good one. I will enjoy the last day of Bahimi. Oh, yeah, that's right. There you go. That's where I forgot. That's where you're going. Gosh, it seems forever ago since we've talked on here. Roll Tide. Okay. I don't even know. Are you guys in the playoff picture anymore, or is it over? Morning, 41 degrees in PA this morning. It's not too bad for towards the end, guys. It's the 21st. It's towards the end of November. That's not too bad. Thanksgiving's late this year. Look, I was in Biloxi yesterday. I live in Baltimore, D.C. area, but I'm from upstate New York. Surfs is much taller in person. People always say that. Maybe I don't know. I'm much taller in person, and Wayne's much shorter in person. But yeah, okay, D.C., Baltimore area. I remember that. I know Wifey's got a job there, right? But upstate New York, that's where JT's from. All right, Untuck It. 100% cotton, but it's a 3XL. And this one sold for good money. $23.99 via promoted listing. Untuck It. Romeoville bins are not, Romeoville bins are not as aggressive as Indy. Ooh. Yeah, Indy bins, we have 3 of them here, and they're just so aggressive. I don't want to deal with that. But you know what? I don't know. I might have to. Like I said, I'm getting through all my winter and fall, and now I'll be thrifting, which is great because then I can do I love making photo content pictures and just fun stuff out in the wild. It's fun to me. Playoff and thrifting is the best part. Playoffs are debatable. Need Mizzo to beat Oklahoma. Missouri to beat Oklahoma. That's a tough task. Oklahoma's good, as you know. The food slapped at eBay Open, right? Hey, it's free food, but it's free food, right? Breakfast and lunch. That was nice. I hope they do it at the Venetian again. That was so nice. Treasure Nest in the house. What's up, Treasure Nest? What's up? Love the Burberry shirt that you posted. Wasn't that funny? Come on. If you're going to price that shirt up, you guys know that's not real Burberry in Chicago if you didn't see my posts. Do y'all leave the dry cleaning tag on? Good question, Faith. Or take it off? Sometimes I leave it on. For example, I think these all have them. Let's see. All these. Maybe they don't. I thought they did. They don't. But these are all dry cleaned. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Usually if it's a button shirt like this and it's got a dry clean tag, I'll leave it on. And sometimes if you have room in the title, it's okay to put dry clean. It's not really, people aren't searching for that, but when people read the title, they might see that and be like, oh, nice. I made it once too, and he was taller than I expected. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2". I love Untuck It as well as Hammer Made. I don't know Hammer Made. Hammer Made. Hammer Made men's shirt. Let's all go see Hammer Made men's shirt. Hammer Made men's shirt. Okay. So let's look at this one. Let's see what the tag looks like. Hammer Made. Woven in Italy. I don't know if I've seen that tag. I don't know if I've seen that tag ever. Hammer Made. I'm usually good. Like, you guys, like, I know if I've seen a tag or not. I never forget the first time I figured out Roosevelt's are worth money and how many I missed on those. But yeah, Romeoville is super tame. You have your T-shirt warriors, but it's clean and civil. Ooh, we might have to do that next time we go up. One day thrifting, one day that. There are 3 bins in Indy. That's crazy. Yeah, 3 bins in the Indy area. 3 bins in Indy area. We have a lot. We have a lot. This is a cricket, long sleeve, like thicker cotton polo shirt, thicker cotton shirt. Only 1 bin's in my area. Hey, if you do an eBay cruise, I'm there for the first time. Yeah, I got you. Me too. Look at this guy. Look at his name for one. Is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart? I like that. Whether you follow or you're a troll, I like that. Stay in, keep trolling, or follow. Good morning from Emma. What's up? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Guys, that was my last item I got to pack. I wasn't going to do a live, but I'm like, you know what? I'll do a quick live, say hi to everybody, because I want to do a thrift haul of all the stuff from Chicago, and I need to list the boxes that I went and got this morning. Lots of listing, lots of working. Appreciate you guys as always. Always. Cricut makes lightweight hoodies. They sell super well. Yes, I think they're made in Austin, Texas, or at least they're from Austin, Texas. They sell pretty well, that brand. It used to sell really, really well. Now it sells pretty well. How much does that sell for? $23.99. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Hammer Made releases limited edition numbered Italian shirts. They're good finds. All right, guys, that's why we come in here and we learn something new all the time. All the time. Me, all of us. That Polo Ralph Lauren. I mean, let's just one more time. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that sweater. Look at those sweaters. Just beautiful. Look at those. Oh, yeah. And they're that much, but guess what? They retain their value because they're so limited. That's it, everybody. I appreciate you. Oh, we have a couple more. Appreciate you. We have 3 bins in Louisiana, 1 in Lafayette, 1 towards Shreveport, and 1 in New Orleans. I know Lafayette pretty well down there, and New Orleans. I don't know Shreveport. I follow a lady who builds dollhouses. She turned one of them into a Ralph Lauren holiday store. She just recently went to Ralph Lauren store in New York. Thought you should have that dollhouse. That is really cool. That would be cool. Man. You know what? It would remind me of just like a Home Alone, almost like a Home Alone house. I know it's a lot more Ralph Lauren, but like the Home Alone house reminds me of like a Ralph Lauren house. It's just that like warm feeling. Good morning, Floor. Good morning from Eastern Washington. What's up, Eastern Washington? It's too early there. Too early, but good morning. Have a great day. Next live, I will be back in the cold. Sorry, Dora, but you'll be back going to estate sales. I know you're craving that. I took a leap and made an Instagram page for my thrifting finds. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, guys, you want to start social media, don't be afraid to ask me those questions too. Again, I look at myself as just a coworker with you guys that post stuff online and like a teacher. I'm just a teacher for life. But I can tell you what I've learned from social media. I'm obviously not the biggest, or even I don't consider myself that big on social media. How far are you from Chicago? I had 3 hours. So I live in Indy at 3 hours for me. 3 hours, 3 hours. But we did like the Chicago land area is what you would call it. So Chicago land. Steven, what's up, Steven Stewart? Thanks for popping in. All right, guys, that's it. Let's get to work today. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. If you're working, whatever, it's going to be a working weekend, I think, for me, because we have next week where people are off. And I'm going to say it's an excuse for people to shop on Thursday and Friday. So see you guys later. Have a great day.